Tsar's Palace, Ufa, Russia. August 8th, 1637. Mikhail woke in a cold sweat. He suffered nightmares. He had since he was 16, and they'd only gotten worse for most of his reign as Tsar of Russia. It'd gotten worse until Bernie Zeppi showed up and Mikhail was introduced to the concept of democracy and especially representative democracy. Yevdokia stirred beside him. She rolled over to face him and said, "Again?" Mikhail laid back into the pillows. "Yes. I truly hate royalty. I despise the whole concept." "Yes, Your Majesty," Yevdokia said. "You've mentioned that before." "And I hate being the Tsar most of all." "I know, Mikhail," Yevdokia agreed again, softer this time. Mikhail, like Claudius of Rome, didn't want the crown, but had never found a way to put it down. And for much the same reason, the fear of anarchy. "Was it the time of troubles again?" she asked. Mikhail's nightmares often repeated themes. The time of troubles nightmare had seen the family die or Mikhail abdicate, then all of Russia collapsing into anarchy, famine, and war. The mothers of slain sons condemning him before God for failing to do his duty. They would point at the bodies of their dead children and scream that he should have stopped it. Yes, this time the Kazakhs were condemning me too. "Put it aside, Mikhail. Stick to the plan." She reached over and turned a switch, and an actual light bulb came on. There were a few even here in Ufa, and, of course, the Tsar's bedchamber had one. Two, one on her side of the bed and one on his. She looked at her husband. Mikhail was a chubby man, not at all the sort of man anyone would imagine leading armies or leading a country. But gradually, over their marriage, Yevdokia had learned that appearances lied. In spite of his appearance and what he thought about himself, she had come to realize that Mikhail was the strongest man she'd ever met. "Yes, of course," Mikhail snarled. "First, send my boy general out to fight the best, most experienced commanders in Russia to a standstill. Then, of course, convince Shane and the governments of all the states to follow Salkam Jahangir Khan's example and actually join the United Sovereign States. And having done that, protect them from anyone who has a grudge to settle against them or just wants what they have."